Welcome back, guys, to episode 15 of A Tale of Regions here at TuS Koblenz. Now, last time in the video we became champions of the 5th tier of German football, and this match against Victoria is the last game against the season. After the match we're gonna look through some stats and the end of season awards and all that. Now, since we last met, we have actually been in the worst form the entire league. We've had pretty consistent spells all season long, and in the end I decided to rotate the squad a bit because we were, of course, already champions. We lost 3-0 at home against Hildesheim, then a 5-0 win away from home against Meuselwitz, then 3-0 home win against Neustrelitz, then Dordrecht and Wuppertal both 2-0 losses with a highly rotated side, let's put it like that. Now the last game against Victoria is coming up. 2 more transfers to talk to you about. Alpay Sivelek. He's probably going to be our backup advanced playmaker / striker. He's only 16 years old and he looks quite good. He looks quite good. Yeah, he looks good. His contract was expiring. I thought I'd pick him up. Another one is Klergos Moritis. Same story, contract expiring. I picked him up. 16 years old again. Just a really nice backup ball winning midfielder option. Right then, the game for the team. Lofty has been developing quite well, so I'm, especially in those matches, trying to play him more. Asamaha has kicked up a fuss about wanting to leave. I'm not going to let him go. He can play today though. Diedrichs can as well instead of Brolin, I guess. Seidel play for Bauer, and this will be fine. Go on to standard. Berger is injured. Fixed. Alright. It'd be nice to end the season with a nice convincing win. We are at home. Not a sold out stadium like last time against Cologne, but you can't expect that, I guess. Alright. The match against Victoria. Victoria are 7th or 8th, I believe, so they're not a walkover. They're in 9th currently. So we'll see how it pans out. Alright then, here's Wolf into Lofty. Nicholas Oldweg tries to play it through but doesn't quite reach one of the strikers. Seems to be an attack for them, but it's blocked, and here's Lofty again. Maybe now with a bit better going forward. Yukrov back into Asamaha. Searching for Yukrov again. Decides to take the shot, and now it's Victoria on the counter with Petrasiak. But Wolf dispossesses him beautifully. It's a really sloppy attack. Here's Asamaha again. Lofty again. Hulza. Someone just do something. Asamaha with the shot, and it's a horrible mistake by the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 to Koblenz. I don't know what the keeper did there. It looked like he just let the ball slip through his legs. Well, not through his legs, but it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I also looked at the division above us while Asamaha hits the crossbar from a great free kick. But I looked at the division above us, the Oberliga as it's called, the 4th tier. And there are 24 teams in that division. And I believe 7 or 8 of them actually get relegated. So it'd be in our best interest to put up a strong performance next season, because there are so many teams going down out of that division. And it'd be really hampering our development to get relegated next season. It'd be really bad. Here's Oldweg. But yeah, I guess that is there's no other 4th tier, there's no other leagues, while the 5th tier consists of multiple divisions. So I guess that's why that's the case. And it's Hulza, and it's a beautiful finish. And I believe that makes it so he scored 1 goal every game. I believe that's his 46th goal of the season out of 46 matches. We'll check after the game, of course, at the end of season awards. But we're comfortable in this game, luckily. We haven't looked all that good in the last few matches, so This is nice. This is nice. I'm pleased. Keep going. Beats for them. It's just a kickoff highlight. It's annoying how some teams get forward from the kickoff highlight and it just lasts an hour. Now, of course, we're going to score from it. No, we aren't. It's a corner as well. Just those things, they never lead to anything out of the kickoff. And now it's a corner that's probably going to lead to nothing. But maybe surprise me. It's Beerman. It was a pretty good shot, but in the end, I believe it was blocked. And now we have another corner. Asamaha, this one is not as good. It's the highlight over now. Ukrav all the way at the midway line. Rather, now the highlight's over. That took a while. Oldweg is injured. That's not ideal, but it's the end of season anyway. Max Bol can come on for probably his last game ever for Koblenz. It's a good time to mention this, by the way. In some of the sales I made, I have included buyback clauses, and I was thinking when I let a player go with a buyback clause and I want to re-sign him for that buyback clause while he's 19 or 20 maybe even, is that fair? And I'm edging toward the side of yes, because I deliberately put that buyback clause there, so it's negotiated when he was 18, technically. But I'd love to hear what you think about that. So leave that in the comments, what you think about that. If I should be able to re-sign players older than 18 years old if they have a buyback clause in their transfer agreement. While I was rambling on, I completely missed a chance and I didn't even see if it was a good one. Because I was looking at the camera there. Here, Ankan Vojnovic, I'm gonna get Seidel off. Just no sendings off would be nice. I'm actually curious to see who got the most sendings off this season. I'm actually not sure. Mostly my players tend to get sent off quite a lot, but not so much this season. Would probably be Bauer, I guess, our left back. I think he was the illest disciplined of the bunch, but we have to see it. And this game is just gonna run its course. It's gonna be 2-0. And in the end we finish 15 points clear of the number 2 Wattenscheid, who also secured automatic promotion today. So congratulations to them. Here we go, Vojnovic with the last kick of the season. Koblenz win 2-0. I'm gonna say I'm pleased. Alright, that's the season done with. Koblenz hammer victory. I wouldn't really call it hammer, but you can see Lipstad secure the playoff spot, and the other team actually getting promoted. All took 5 weeks. I still don't care about those. Let's just skip ahead to the end of season awards, and I'm hoping they come fast. I thought it was right after the game most of the time. Alright, then I'm gonna simulate through and I'll see you at the end of season awards. Right then, here we are. In the end it took quite a while. It was like 10 days I believe. Yeah, 10 days from the match, so I'm glad I simulated it without you having to see all the simulation stuff. First thing, the overall Koblenz best 11. New entrees, Felix Holze, of course, 47 goals in 46 appearances. It's mental. Also Beerman, which quite surprising. He's not in the starting 11 though. Warner and Awuku. Awuku especially weird. Only played 17 matches and scored 3 times as a striker. Weird. So we all know Petrovic. Ramik is now at Flensburg. Still doesn't look that bad actually. Then we got Ustad, Terenoglu, Demmer, all names you're familiar with, as is the rest. Maybe Danny Ludwig, not so much anymore. He did play a fair few games for us though. 42 matches, 10 goals. Alright, the end of season award. Fans player of the season, actually Oldweg and not Felix Hultze. That's probably because he was loaned back. So the count kind of reset, I guess. Because this is really weird. I expected to be Holzer by a landslide, but apparently not. Goal of the season, Felix Holzer. We'll just have a quick look at it. Mostly the goals of the season don't tend to be that spectacular, but maybe I'm surprised. Wolf Asemach, I don't really remember this goal. I do remember this goal now that I saw it like that. This was a nice goal. I take it all back. Signing of the season, Hans Barolen. I kinda agree with that. And young player of the season, then of course also Oldweg. As for the stats, top goal scorer Benjamin Yukrov, yeah, that's just glitched because we all know how many goals Holzer scored. Average rating also Holzer. Assist is probably Oldweg. Best pass complete is Wolf actually from the defensive mid position. Most player of the match is Oldweg, that's probably also Holzer. Most yellow cards, Christian Bauer, our left back, and most red cards, Terenoglu, Vojnovic and Driedic, both with 1, or either with 1. Season review, Koblenz had been expected to make much of the 5th group title running and lift up to their pre-season billing by finishing top of the pile. That sounds nice. The moment to forget actually being a match when we were already champions is also quite a good sign. The board are absolutely loving it. Alright, the squad end of season break to the 3rd of June, which is exactly 2 weeks away. I still don't understand why that is, but we'll take it, I guess. Just a quick look through the squad. Most appearances. Where's Holzer? There's Holzer with 12. Yeah, that's just glitched. Because you can clearly see here, these are his actual stats. So Holzer would have been top here, yeah, after Oldweg. Beerman actually getting 34 stars. I really didn't anticipate that at the beginning of the season that he would develop this well. And he's loan listed, which I don't really agree with anymore. So I'll just quickly fix that. Then the most appearances, Terenoglu with 30, Bauer a lot, Yukrov a lot. As for the assist, Oldweg, Yukrov, Bauer, also Holzer in there somewhere. The goals we all know all came from Holzer. Yukrov grabbing 16 as well. Average rating, Holzer, Oldweg, Beerman. It's the same names actually popping up over again and again. And also a thing to note is that we actually got some 20-year-olds now. Max Bol on loan, Caraca loaned out, and Wolf, the only real first team player, turned 20 now. It's kind of weird to see someone 20 when I signed him when he was 17 or 18. 17 probably, yeah. As for the rest, I'll quickly have a glance at the team report. If stuff like this interests you, feel free to pause the video and have a good look at it. And then the club facilities, adequate, average, adequate, still not so great. But I'm hoping next season we can really improve. Now for this, for the scouting is really tough. Let me just filter on recommendation, if the game actually lets me. Like this guy comes out top of the pile, Boubacar Guindo. And he's not bad, but he's not like, you know, something that actually really strengthens our side. This guy, Andreas Woolbear, looked into signing a few times, didn't really get him, wanted too much money as well. Lucas Nogli, just not all that good. I don't really, well, they're just not good enough for us to really reinforce us. If I take off realistic transfers though, there are gonna be a lot of names which are worth it. And I'm hoping that being in the 4th tier increases our reputations and those players actually want to come to us. It's gonna surely be a busy summer for me because a lot of players will leave. You can quickly pull this one back a bit. Like all those players, our contracts are running out. Of course, a few on loan. Petrovic going, Caraca going, Bolseidel, Berger, Feder, Terenoglu, all their loans are expiring. So I'm probably gonna bring I'm hoping for about 8 players that I'm gonna bring in, but we'll see how it pans out. And probably in the next episode, I'm not sure what I'm gonna cover for the next episode, but if it's the first game of the season, then I will not be even done with my transfers probably because it is so tough. But we'll see about that. Alright, if you liked this episode, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you for the next season.